Can you still hear me? Oh, there's people in there. Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
We're going to get started here in a second.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to our webinar. Today's webinar is on reputation management and how to improve your online rating in less than 60 days. And teaching it today is Christina Kraker with Servicers Web. It's all yours, Christina.
Hello, everyone. So we'll just go ahead and get started. My name's Christina, and I am the co-owner of Servicers Web. My husband and I run the company together. We focus on digital marketing for appliance repair companies. We have about 38 appliance repair companies throughout the US that we work with, and one in Canada. So we use the reputation management software that I'm going to talk about today. We use it for a lot of our clients, but I'm also going to give you some different ideas for how you can use the same strategy that I'm going to present here to get online reviews if you don't have, the resources to purchase a software. I'll give you some tips on how to get those reviews without the software as well. So before we get started, I'm just going to start by talking a little bit about the importance of reputation management. Why do you want to do it? And then I'm going to show you a little bit of data that we've collected that shows what a huge impact having a strong online reputation can make on your business, meaning it can not just make your website rank better, but it can improve the number of conversions and calls you're getting. And then I'm going to give you a quick demo of the reputation management software available to USA members from called Bird Eye. So I'll show you how that works from your staff's perspective, so you can see if it would be a good match for your company. And before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and put up this offer here. Not this one. So if you aren't a USA member, or sorry, UASA member, if you're not a United Appliance Servicers Association member yet, if you want to join, you can try it out for 30 days for free using the coupon code Servicers Web. So you'll just go to this link right here for the Join Me link, and you should see that on your screen. If you don't see it, chime in with a comment. And if you sign up and use that coupon code, you'll get your first month for free. So reputation management is important because everyone's online, and people really, your online reputation is the new word of mouth. People are going online and looking at what other people think of your company to make a decision about whether they want to use your service or purchase your product or not. A recent Pew Research study showed that 62% of adults 18 to 49 are using their phones to look up reviews while they're in a store. Obviously, people aren't in a store when they're finding your service, but I mean, how much more would that number be if someone's sitting on their actual computer looking for a service? They're going to see your reviews right there while they're looking for your service. So your reviews are front and center, especially if you are in the Google Map, on Yelp, on Facebook. They're everywhere. 50% of these people said that they always or almost always consult reviews before they make a first-time purchase. So reviews are becoming increasingly important the more and more people are relying on the internet to find services. So reputation management, having a good, solid strategy for your reputation management is really important. What you want to do is you want to make your reputation management part of your actual business process. It should matter to everyone in your organization that the company's overall reputation is solid and strong. You're going to get bad reviews. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. So that's why it's important to have such a strong reputation management strategy, because if you don't ask your customers for online reviews, you're going to get all of the people who are angry going online and leaving reviews. And then all of your happy customers are going to move on with life and they're not going to go leave you a review because you didn't ask. And so maybe you have a 2-star review on Google, but that very likely does not represent the quality of your actual service. More than just having a good reputation, you want to generate more leads. And so having a lot of strong Google reviews is going to generate more leads, because people are going to choose you over maybe a competitor who has less reviews or has lower quality reviews. It gives your business security. So the more you're working on your online reviews, you're going to generate more work. You're going to be able to grow your business, and it's going to keep your schedules full. So that way it can support the growth of your business. It's going to improve your click-through rate. So if maybe you have a map in the top 3 of Google, but your rating's only a 3.8, and then your competitor's there with a 4.7, people are going to choose the higher rated company over the lower rated company in a lot of cases. And so having that higher rating, more reviews, is going to improve the number of people choosing your listing among all the other ones that are listed on Google or Yelp or Facebook or wherever that might be. And it also helps your Google ranking. So it helps you gain higher position in Google when you have a really strong review profile. So I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about each of those things specifically. So we know that about 10% of Google's ranking factors are coming from your reviews. So the review quantity, meaning how many reviews do you have, we kind of see that about companies that have 50 or more reviews on their Google Maps tend to rank higher in the map itself. That's not an exact number. Sometimes you see companies with a ton of reviews a little bit lower, but in general, 50 reviews or higher is going to help you rank a little bit higher in that map. The frequency of your reviews, so how frequently are people publishing reviews to your social media profiles and your map. What you don't, we actually started, Sarah, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, if can everyone else hear me? Can someone chime in on a comment and let me know if you can hear me? Okay, good. So there might be something wrong with his audio. Okay. Okay, so what you don't want to do is you don't want to get 100 Google reviews in May and then stop asking, and then you have no reviews for another 6 months, because that's a signal that's saying that you're asking for reviews and you're spamming. What you want is you want a steady flow of reviews that feel natural. It feels like you're operating your business on a day-to-day basis, and people are leaving you reviews as they use your service. That's how you want the reviews to be coming in onto your profiles. The range of the sites that you have reviews on is also important when it comes to ranking factors. So a lot of times people will really care about, I really want a strong Google rating, but they will not care about some of the other, they won't care about Facebook, they won't care about all the other places that you can get reviews. And what we see as far as your Google ranking, and that means not just your map, but also your organics, is that having a strong profile of reviews throughout the web can really help those organic rankings move up. And then the recency of your reviews, right? So if your listing hasn't seen a review in 1-2 years, Google's going to value those reviews less in terms of ranking and prioritizing, because it doesn't make your service isn't looking fresh and new and current. And then it's going to improve your click-through. So I mentioned this before, and I'm just going to demonstrate what I mean by that. If Sarah, do you want to type in here, maybe try to help some of these people who aren't getting audio? They might need to look at their computer settings.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you. All right, so improving your click-through. So you can see here, this is Aviv's service today. He's out in Charleston, South Carolina. And at the time of this screenshot, it was actually a little bit, this is an aged screenshot, but at that time, he had a 4.8 star rating and 313 reviews for an appliance repair city search. And Sears was running their advertisement, 65 reviews on their profile, and they only had a 3.7 star rating. So, I mean, you can see that consumers are going to see the review that's stronger, 4.8, 313 people agree that this is a great service compared to a 3.7. It's going to improve the number of people who are going to click through to his advertisements. So if you're looking in terms of long-term strategy, this is also a way to reduce your overall ad spend. If you can get that map pulling up, rating strong, you're going to get better click-through. It's going to drive more traffic to your website, going to drive more calls to your phone, and you're just going to see better overall performance. And so a diverse review profile means that you're collecting reviews all over the place. So this is a good example of a diverse review profile, and you can kind of take a look at what Google is seeing about you if you just Google search your business name. So I just did a quick Google search of Aviv service today, and at first I see his website, which is to be expected. You see his Yelp, you see his Facebook. If you have like a home advisor, you'll see that in there. You'll see the BBB, and then Bird Eye, this is the software I'm going to demo in a little bit. That actually will pull in as a review source as well. So that's another layer of diversity that you can offer. So you can see having all of these different places is really important as far as sending signals to Google about the overall quality and reliability of your business. And so now this is some actual data. This is a company that we had been working with that we started working with to try to get their reviews higher. So when they started out with us, they didn't have a ton of Google reviews to start, but that map rating was at a 1.7 star, which was in October of 2018. And so in just the first month of sending your reviews, and this is actually the Bird Eye software here, showing you these stats within just the first month, just by starting to ask customers for reviews, that 1.7 jumped up to a 4.0 star. And then you can see it kind of moves up and down based on the types of reviews they were receiving on a month-to-month basis. But the reviews very quickly increased. And the whole strategy behind how to go from this 1.7 up to a 4-star or higher was simply just asking, just getting customers to get online and leave you a review. Now, this is actually more interesting data, and this is the actual phone calls received by that company from their Google Map. So right here, you can see where this first arrow is pointing is October of 2018. And so they were receiving, you can see about 100 calls per month up to that point on average, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more from that map listing, because there's a tracking number on there. They could track all the traffic coming from that map. November, there was still averaging about 100, and then you can see the sharp increase after that map started ranking better, to almost doubling for a handful of months the number of calls they were receiving. And then again, another jump and another jump to where now they're receiving just under about 300 calls a month from that map, where they were only receiving 100 calls from before. And that's simply just by improving that star rating on their map. So your reputation does more than just look good on Yelp or look good on Google. It actually helps drive more traffic to your website and to your phone. So one of the things that I just want to encourage you to do is, if you are getting a lot of bad reviews, make sure that you're looking at what it is that's killing your reputation. One of the big things that we see is that companies who service a lot of warranty customers, and maybe you don't have any focus at all on trying to drive that COD traffic to your business at this point. You're just focusing on the warranty work. You want to really implement some sort of a strategy to collect more positive reviews, because just by nature, warranty customers are going to leave you bad reviews because they already come into the repair a lot of times angry because their brand new appliance isn't working, right? So even if it's stuff that's outside of your control, you're going to have to just kind of take those reviews as they come, because that's just the nature of the situation. But you touch so many more happy customers every day. You want to start driving those people to leave you reviews. That's going to offset a lot of those negative ones. It's going to improve your reputation. If you're indifferent to it, like you're just at this point, you're like, we already have enough work coming in, I don't really care. That's gonna hurt you in the long run, because what if you lose one of those warranty contracts? Or, what if you decide you want to do more with your COD work? Well, you've neglected your online reputation for so long, it's going to be really hard to recover, especially if you have a really bad reputation with a lot of negative reviews. So just making sure that you care about it, that will make a huge difference as well. And just a lack of customer service processes can really hurt. Maybe you're out running calls all day and you're not in the office and you aren't paying attention to what the people in the office are doing. That can really impact your reputation. So one of the things that you can do as the owner is just make sure you're keeping an eye on what people are saying in the negative reviews and keeping an eye on trends. Like, are people commonly claiming that there's too many trips? If so, then maybe you have a problem with technicians misdiagnosing that needs to be addressed. Or maybe there's a problem in your parts department. People are really commonly complaining about part orders. Just look for reasons that people are complaining about, and look for ways to solve those problems within your organization. And one last thing that you can do, if you use the Bird Eye application, you can do this. You can download the Bird Eye app onto your phone, which I'll show you in 1 second, and it'll send you all your reviews from all these sites through one app, which is kind of nice. It keeps it clean and easy. But if you're not going to use a reputation management software, I highly recommend getting on your phone your Google My Business, Yelp, and Facebook applications. So that way, as customers leave you feedback, you can pop in and answer and respond to those reviews, and especially monitor for those bad reviews when they come in, so that you can try to fix those situations and turn them around and get those reviews either moved down or at least respond to them. So when customers are reading through your reviews, they see that the business cares and the business is responding and trying to fix situations that maybe didn't go so favorably. And you can just do that through your Google Play or your App Store. Just search Google My Business or Yelp Business, and you'll see those apps right in there. So then the real question is, how do I even get more reviews? That's the part that everyone struggles with. So there's a lot of different softwares on the market today that sell a reputation management software. Bird Eye, the one that we've been talking about, is one of them. Some of the other common ones I hear in the industry, Nearby Now, Customer Lobby, and Broadly, those are other softwares that they all more or less do the same thing. Some of them have different options, but they all provide a way for you to reach out to customers and ask for feedback. All of these products are going to cost you a monthly fee. If you don't have the resources at this time to purchase a reputation management software, you could use MailChimp. There's a free version. You can have up to 2,000 contacts on a MailChimp account before you have to start paying for it. So what I do for companies that aren't using reputation management software is I'll set up a free MailChimp account. You can create what's called an automation in MailChimp, and you can set that up so that all you have to do is upload your customer contacts, and it automatically will send them an email every time you upload new contacts. And so you just create an email asking for customer feedback. This is just a sample of what one might look like. And then you're doing that for free. And you can set it to where if you don't want to send people like a monthly email, after it sends them this review request, just delete them from the list, and that will keep your account free for a long time until you decide to start an email marketing campaign or something like that. But there's ways around having to pay for it if that's the route you want to start. So now I'm going to go ahead and demo Birdeye for you, show you how that works, and give you the 3 options for how to use it, how we have companies use it depending on what works for your office. So the first way that we recommend people doing it is have the technician initiate the review request using his phone or tablet. The reason for this is because the technician has already established a bit of a relationship with the customer. He's going to be able to gauge a little bit better whether the customer is happy and is going to leave him a good review, right? So then you're not accidentally sending review requests to people who you know are angry. What we recommend is while he's in the home at the end of the service appointment, saying something like, when I leave, you'll receive a text message and email requesting your feedback to leave me a review online. I'd really appreciate it if you could go online and share your experience working with me today. Just something simple like that. Then he can jump back in his truck, get settled in, open up the app on his phone, send it. It takes about 30 seconds. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second here, and then he can be on his way. The problem with this is that a lot of people can't get their technicians to be consistent with it because it's not a part of an established process yet. So if you want to do this, you really have to establish it as a business process. When you're training technicians, you make it a part of the sequence of what they do when they run a service appointment. And then you have to, follow up and keep on them to make sure you're requesting reviews. So a lot of people don't want to go this route. So the next thing that you could do is have your office initiate the request ticket by ticket. This way, whoever's maybe like closing out the billing, or if you have someone who follows up on every service ticket, that person can say, okay, this looks like someone who was happy with the service. It took less than 3 days, or the technician had the part on hand, so this person's likely to leave a good review. Then you can just send it out ticket by ticket. The last way is that if you're like, there's no way my staff is going to be able to do this, you can sign someone once a week to go into your software, download all your customer phone numbers and emails for any new customers, and then you can bulk upload them to the software, and it'll just send out a mass email, and you don't have to worry about it. All of these different ways are effective for improving your online reviews. The stats that I was just showing you, the company that improved their rating within basically 30 days, but started to see more traffic from those calls, those were bulk uploads. So any of these options are going to work. What you want to do is get it as part of your business process. So whatever works for you is the best option. Okay, now I'm going to switch over real quick to my cell phone and show you. So just give me 1 second here to show you my cell phone. Okay, everyone should see a black screen right now. That's my cell phone. So if your technicians are going to be sending out these requests using Birdeye, this is how it will work. So the Birdeye app just sits on their screen. They click it and they open it. And then there's a little dashboard that shows reviews, how many reviews you have. Right now you're looking at a dashboard for the United Appliance Servicers Association. So this is not actually a service company, but I wanted to keep people's information private. That's why I didn't use an actual service company. And down here in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little blue button. They'll just click that button, and then they're going to go ahead and initiate a request. So I'm going to send one to myself real quick. So you put the customer's name. They're not going to find them in there because it's a new customer. You can hit create new contact, put the phone number and the email address, and then hit send. Now he's done. That's all he has to do. And now what you'll see is I just received that message to my phone. And it just looks like this. This is what the customer will see when it hits their phone. Hi, Christina. And you can put in here whatever you want. You can customize it to say what you want. And then the customer will just click the link. It'll open up this nice clean window of different options for where they can leave review requests. So let's say I want to leave a review on Google. I click on Google, and it brings open your business page and the screen to leave a review right off the bat. So it takes them right to where they need to go to leave that review. It's very simple. Facebook, and you can do Facebook, you could do the BBB. There's lots of different, pretty much any review site except for Yelp, because Yelp does not allow solicitation of reviews. There's also this nice red button down here to where if something didn't go right, they can actually contact you directly. So that's just try to filter people who might be unhappy to try to get them to use this. And so what that'll do is, hey, we're sorry to hear you weren't happy, and then they can leave their feedback right there for you without ever going to an online profile. So that's the technician view of it. Let me show you also so if you're going to have your office do it, this is the login for the BirdEye app itself, or the BirdEye website itself. And so if you have them do it on a ticket by ticket basis, all your CSR would have to, or your biller or whoever you have do it would have to do is come here and just hit send review invite and fill out that same information the technician did and hit send, and then they're done. So that's a very quick way to do it, but it's manual. You have to do it customer by customer. The other option is to run it in campaigns. So this would be like at the end of the week, someone pulls down the service desk new customer report for that week. It'll have all new customers, and then you just hit create campaign. And then you'll add contacts. And then there's an opportunity here just to upload an Excel file. And so if you do that, you'll start by downloading the template and then just saving that to your desktop, and then on a weekly basis, pasting whatever new customers you have into that document, and then coming over here and uploading it and sending it. So it's pretty simple to do it that way too, just a couple extra steps, but still simple, and sends it in mass, and it's pretty quick and straight to the point. So that's the steps for sending the reviews. And what you want to make sure you're doing is doing it consistently. That's the key. And you can take your poor rating and improve it if you're sending it consistently and you have enough customers. Within 60 days, you'll see a huge improvement on your listings and your reviews. Another nice thing about this software is it does have a dashboard. It has that shows you how many reviews you have and your progress. It has a section down here where you can set goals. So you could say, okay, we want to try to get to 500 reviews by the end of next year. Whatever goal you have, it lets you set those goals and track them. It also has a reviews section in here that will allow you to see all your reviews from all the different review sources in one place, including that direct feedback where people are able to contact you directly. And then it also lets you reply to those reviews right from here. So you could reply to your Facebook, your Google, all your different review sites just from this one platform, which makes it really easy to manage and keep a one glance on everything that's going on as far as reviews for your business. So the United Servicers Association does offer the BirdEye application to its members, and it's $100 less than if you were to actually go through BirdEye yourself, but you do have to be a USA member to get that discount. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a link up here for you so that you can check that out, and then you can know where to sign up. So let me see if it'll let me do that here. Okay, so can everyone see that offer pop up? If you could someone can chime in and let me know if you can see that offer there. That should this link will take you right to the page on BirdEye to sign up for that. And then you can also find, if you're don't have time to do that right now, or you want to wait till later to check it out, you can also come to the United Servicers Association's website, and under member benefits, that information is listed under reputation management software right here. Also, since we're talking about review management, if you are a member of the association, make sure you come and add your business to the directory. It's not going to be a place where people can leave reviews, but it's just another place for your business to be listed. So make sure you go and list your company there. That's in here as well. All right, that wraps up my presentation. If anyone has any questions, you can put them in the chat, and I can either shoot you an email with the response to that question or answer the question now. But I appreciate everyone's time and coming to the webinar today.
Thank you, Christina. Like she said, if you have any questions, type them here. We'll leave it up for a couple minutes. Otherwise, you can email us directly at administration@unitedservicers.com, and we can send it to Christina as well, your information. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone have a great day.